Hey everyone, this is a review of the Micro ATX Apevia White Prism. Um, First of all, I actually really love this case. I'm not like a YouTuber who makes reviews on anything. I just bought this because it was like 80 bucks on Amazon. And I actually really love it compared to what I used to have, which was this mesh side panel case, which is, pretty boring. I wanted to spice things up a little bit. For 80 bucks, honestly, this is pretty amazing in my opinion. It has 5 fans pre-installed. So the top, there are all the buttons. It's got one USB 3, two USB 2s, headphone, microphone. Now this part kind of confused me a little bit. This is not a reset button. This is actually a button to control the RGB lighting in your case. If you hold it down for 5 seconds, it will cycle between different modes. And then if you hold it down for 5 seconds again, so like 10 seconds, it will actually turn the lights off, which is pretty nice in my opinion. And honestly, who needs a reset button anyways? You could, if you wanted, you could turn this into a reset button by connecting it to your motherboard at the bottom there. Open RGB. If you build a new computer with any fans in it, even if it's using proprietary fan hub, it still detect it. And so now I can change the colors if I want to on this program to any colors you want on here. When I built this, I didn't cut my fingers at all, but on this old case, which is like 40 bucks, I cut my fingers twice. So I think that kind of says a little bit more about how it was built. This is a side view. Of course, you got your intake. And then this is where the power supply is going to go. So this is the power supply that I used in my case, and it fit. If you got a setup like mine, I would recommend putting the computer all the way to the right of your desk if you have room. The hardest thing about this case was the fan hub. I think this is important that nobody's covered in any YouTube videos. It comes with this proprietary fan hub right here, right? You got one SATA cable connecting it to power it on. The wires that turn on your computer right there, you're going to actually take the LED switch wire and pull it away from the other wires. That's what I did. I just pulled it and then I hid it like back behind the case, and I connected it to the fan hub. That's a really important thing. Nobody's covered that in any YouTube videos. I had to take this thing apart twice to figure that out. See, LED. You're going to pull it off and connect it to your fan hub right there. Then you just have your 3-pin addressable LED connector right here, which can connect to your motherboard. Most motherboards should have 2 of them. I connected mine to the bottom, but I don't think it matters which way you connect it. So that was probably the hardest thing about putting this together. But honestly, I think it's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. It looks great. Good setup. Really clean. This is my first time actually having a glass case, and I didn't realize. It's easy to get fingerprints on it. But a little bit of Windex does a lot of magic, so I mean, for 80 bucks, heck yeah. That's a great deal. It's a great case. Never heard of this brand before. Apevia, but I'm really happy with this case.